let's try this again. That was weird. Hello again. Sorry about that. Apparently someone reported my stream for copyright of music and sound. I don't hear any music or sound, so I don't know what happened there. Whoever did that, please don't do that. I'm just talking. I'm not copyrighted. What? Oh, that was weird. All right. Well, I'm definitely not going to play music on my side today. Not that I normally do, but strange. Sorry about that. Hello, everyone. I'll wait another minute or two before getting started. Good morning. Okay. We should be fine. Nothing in, I'm in a white room. Like, how do you copyright me? I'm so confused. Hello, Rachel. Good morning. I love you too. And little shorty YKK. Hello. All right. So, hope you all are having a wonderful Saturday morning so far. It will continue to be wonderful, if not get more wonderful, as we go throughout Haley, Alexis, or Lexi, or, you know, the other name. But this class will hopefully continue to make your morning wonderful or more wonderful. Oh, hi, Katie. Oh, hello, Katie. I miss you. Welcome. So, as I was saying, this class this morning is going to be on the restorative, deep stretch, slow side of a practice. So very relaxed. If you have props, great. If you don't, use a blanket. Use some pillows. Like, we're trying to relax, and that's what we're going to do today. Yeah, so I will wait about one more minute and then we'll get started. If you would like to play any music, feel free to do that on your side. Use whatever services that you have, YouTube, Spotify, whatever. I didn't have a particular playlist in mind today, so just play your own music. Create your own mood, your own vibe. In the comments, I have listed my email address, which is this account name, lexicoreyoga@gmail.com. You can donate through PayPal if you would like. There is no pressure to do that, of course. And just a little bit of caution, even though this is on the slower, stretchier side, I do ask you to just listen to your body while practicing today. Please be safe. If something doesn't feel good, don't do it. Just come out of it. It's that simple. You don't want to hurt yourself. And I don't want you to get hurt. We're supposed to relax today. No pain. Take it easy. And with that, by doing this practice, you are consenting to be responsible for yourself. So be safe. Yeah, let's see. We got 5 people. It's been over 6 minutes. That sounds like it's the right time to start. So meet me on the mat. We're starting in child's pose today. Bring my stuff over. And I want you to get as comfortable as you can in this child's pose. Your knees can be together, they can be wide. Either way, you're walking yourself out. Depending on how warmed up or tight you are, you can build up the floor by using whatever things you have around you to make it a little bit more relaxing, maybe less of a stretch if you don't want to start too intense today. But either way, walk your hands out, lower your chest to the mat or to your now lifted ground. And begin to come into your breath here. Inhaling deeply through the nose and exhaling right back out. With every inhale, maybe see where you're a little bit tight and send your breath there. And exhale, release that tightness, let it go. Find some more relaxation as you settle in deeper. allow any outside noises or distractions to not dwell in your mind. To go in one ear and right back out the other. And as you're holding here, if you're using any props or supports, maybe you find that you're a little bit more open and you move them out of the way to take the pose in a deeper expression, or not, and you hang out where you are. Good. Take 5 more full, slow, deep breaths here. Let's take one more breath together. Inhaling fully through the nose, filling the belly up, feel the chest rise. Exhale, sigh it out of your mouth. From here, we're going to come up to tabletop. So if your knees are wide, bring them to about hips distance. Coming up, pressing your palms into the mat. We're going to keep going with some gentle opening of the heart through puppy pose. So you're going to keep your hips stacked over your knees, and we're going to walk our hands out, lowering our chest towards the floor. Same as before, take anything you need to potentially get the ground a little bit closer to you. Good. Take 8 full, slow, deep breaths here. This might feel a little intense in the shoulders, so if having the palms flat is uncomfortable, you can also come up on your fingertips. Good. 3 more deep breaths. You can do this. Beautiful. One more inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. If you're up on your fingertips, plant your hands and then begin to walk yourself towards your knees. Sitting back on your heels and then taking your feet out from behind you, coming to easy seat. So crossing your legs. Again, if your knees want to be up here this morning, support yourself. So rooting down with your sit bones here, we're going to elongate our spine. So slight engagement of the core. We don't want to be slouched. We want to be nice and straight. You're going to have the chin of your head neck parallel with the floor. From here, close your eyes. We're going to inhale together. And then exhale, drop right ear towards your right shoulder. You can use your right hand, place the fingertips on your head, and very gently encourage your right ear to get maybe a millimeter closer towards your shoulder. If your eyes don't want to stay shut, maybe you're really awake, just soften the gaze. Got 3 more breaths here. Last one. Sigh it out. Release your fingertips back to the mat or onto the knee. From here, very slowly roll your neck, tucking chin towards your chest. Pausing here for 1 breath. And on that next inhale, roll up towards your left side, so left ear towards left shoulder. And stay here, or if you did the fingertips last time, go ahead and do that now. Three more breaths. Last inhale together. Exhale, side out. Release the fingertips. And again, slowly roll the neck towards your chest. Inhale, roll it up towards your right ear. Exhale, roll back down towards your chest. Inhale, up towards the left side. And exhale, back down. Inhale, up towards the right. Exhale, down. Last time as we inhale, up towards the left ear. Exhale, staying here. And then inhale your neck back to a neutral. Okay. Let's move on to warming up our shoulders here. So taking our fingertips and placing them on top of our shoulders, we're going to do student shoulder rolls. So inhale up towards the ears. Exhale down behind your back. Shoulder blades coming together. Maybe bringing and pointing the elbows forward as you come up. And then exhale, taking them wide as you come back and down. Do this a few more times at your own pace with your breath. And one more. Okay, and release the hands. Let's work into our spine, starting with some lateral stretches. So inhale, sweep the palms up to the ceiling. Exhale, drop the right hand towards the right side, and then bring that left arm overhead. If you feel like you want to go down to the forearm while keeping your sit bones planted, you may. Otherwise, you can just walk those right fingertips out. Okay, take 2 more full breaths. Side out on that exhale. And then inhale, come all the way up to center. Exhale, switch sides, dropping the left hand now. Right arm comes overhead. And take 2 more full deep breaths, exhaling on the second breath with a sigh. There we go. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, hands towards heart center. Inhale, sweep the palms back up. Exhale, we're twisting. So right hand to left knee, Left hand comes behind you. Inhale to prepare, lengthening the spine. Exhale, twisting and looking over your left shoulder. And holding here. Good. Take 2 more deep breaths. Last inhale together. Exhale, let it go. Beautiful. Inhale, sweep the arms back up to the ceiling. Exhale, twisting opposite side. Left hand, right knee, right arm behind you. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist, looking over that right shoulder. Two more full deep breaths. And inhale, sweep the palms. Exhale your hands through heart center. Let's switch the cross of our legs now, because we usually cross our legs only in one direction. So we're going to do the other, that way we can balance ourselves out. We're going to come to a fold here. And if you have a prop and you want to bring that ground a little bit closer, feel free. With this fold, I do ask that no matter what, you keep a nice straight back. You don't round the shoulders. So inhale, sweep the palms. Exhale, hands through heart center all the way down to the floor and begin to walk yourself on down. As you can see, this is about as far as I go before I compromise my shoulders. So I'm going to bring a block here and place my hands here. Bringing my attention and awareness back to my breath. And we're settling in. Three more deep breaths. Sigh out on that last exhale. Begin to walk yourself back on up to a nice straight spine. We're coming into a fold now, keeping our right leg folded in. We're going to extend our left leg out. And to adjust your right leg, bring the palm of your right foot to the inside of your left thigh. This is Janu Siryasana. Oh, I'm sorry, my skin script is awful today. So same as before, if you find your knee is up, add some support or encourage it to go down. We're going to inhale, nice tall spine, hands up to the ceiling. Exhale, hinge at the hip, begin to fold towards your left foot. Same as before, don't over round in the shoulders. So if that means you don't grab the toes today, that's fine too. You want to keep your left foot flexed, toes up to the ceiling. If you find that in this fold, maybe your right knee comes up, you can take your right hand and tell it to go back down. Three more full deep breaths here. Last inhale together. Exhale, sigh it out. Good. Inhale, walk yourself back up. Nice straight spine. Exhale here. Extending your right leg now. You're going to cross the right ankle over the left. And we'll get ready for another fold. If you need to wiggle so you ensure that your sit bones are on the floor, go ahead and do that. And then we'll inhale, lift palms up. Exhale, hinge at the hip, fold. this feels really intense, you can always take a slight bend in the knees. You don't have to be in the fullest expression all the time. This is fine too. You'll still get a good stretch. Three more deep breaths here. Last inhale. Exhale, let it go. And then inhale, walk yourself back on up. Exhale here as you release the cross. Opposite side, let's take that left knee in and allow it to fall onto the mat as the palm of our left foot meets our right thigh. Our right foot is flexed and we inhale, sweep the palms. Exhale, hinge and fold. Settling in here. Using every exhale to find a little bit more relaxation or potentially go a tiny bit deeper. Three more breaths. Last one. Good. Inhale, walk yourself back towards center. Exhale, extend the left leg and cross it over the right. From here, root yourself down. Inhale, sweep the palms again. Exhale, hinge and fold. Three more. Maybe four because I lost count. Wherever you are, one more inhale. Exhale, side out. Inhale, walk yourself back on up. Exhale, release the cross. Let's come into a wide-legged fold. So we take our legs wide. And it doesn't have to be as wide as you can go. Maybe start a little bit more narrow, and then as we hold, you wiggle yourself out further. Same as before, blankets or pillows can bring the ground closer to you so you don't round the shoulders as we fold. So setting up, let's inhale, just lift the chest, lift the crown of the head. And now exhale, walk your hands on down. Settling in here now. Feet are flexed, and again, a slight bend in the knees is no problem. Blankets, props can go underneath there too. Three more slow deep breaths here. Last one, inhale together. Exhale, let it go. As you inhale, plant the fingertips, walk yourself back up. And exhale here. We're still folding. So let's take that right foot in. Right foot meets left thigh again for another type of lateral stretch. Inhale, sweep the palms up. Exhale, left hand comes to the inside of the left leg, forearm to the mat if possible, otherwise just resting on the left ankle, and then the right arm comes overhead. Coming to your breath here and bringing awareness here now. Three more deep breaths. On that last exhale, sigh it out. And as you inhale, come all the way up, both palms up to the sky. And exhale, you're going to place the right hand behind you. We're going to get ready for a funky version of gate pose. So the right hand is planted behind you, left arm is up towards the ceiling. What you're going to do is roll the inside of your left foot onto the mat, press into your hands, lift the hips up. The left arm can stay stacked or you bring it overhead. Holding here for 3 more deep breaths. And one more. As you exhale, sigh it out, lower yourself back down. Inhale here, sweep the palms up. Exhale, we're going to come to the inside of that left leg again. Inhale, we're coming up, adding breath with movement. Exhale, place the right hand behind you, roll onto that left foot, send the hips high. One full inhale here. Exhale, lower yourself down. Sweep both palms up as you inhale. Exhale, take the lateral stretch. Inhale, center. Exhale, prepare, right arm behind you, roll those left toes down. Inhale, lift on up. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, both arms up. This is the last time. Exhale, lateral. Inhale, up. Exhale, prepare. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, both palms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful. Let's switch sides. Extend the right leg out. Left leg comes in. Starting with the lateral stretch, hold. Inhale, sweep the palms. Exhale, drop right hand over right leg. Inside of right leg if possible. Left arm overhead. Foot is flexed. Good. 3 more breaths. Last one. Exhale, sigh it out. And inhale, you're up. Exhale, we prepare, dropping left arm behind us now, rolling the right toes down. And as we inhale, press into the hand, lift the hips high, holding here. 3 breaths. One more. Exhale, side out as we lower down. Breath with movement now. Inhale, sweep the palms. Exhale, lateral stretch. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, prepare. Inhale, press and lift the hips. Exhale, center. Inhale, palms up. Exhale, lateral. Inhale. Exhale, prepare. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. One more time. Inhale, palms. Exhale, lateral. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Coming into Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. Let's bring both feet in, heels touching, knees are wide. Wiggling to get into our sit bones. And again, supports, props are there for you. Starting with a nice, tall, straight spine. Flutter the eyes closed. Just focus on yourself here for a moment. One more full inhale together. Exhale, side out. Flutter those eyes back open. Let's cross our legs, coming over them, returning to tabletop. We'll work our shoulders a little bit more with thread the needle. So again, find that alignment, stacking here. We're gonna press our right hand into the mat as we inhale, sweep the left arm up to the ceiling. Exhale, thread it underneath the right, left shoulder to the mat. With your right hand, you can keep it where it is, or maybe walk the fingertips out towards the top of the mat. Potentially stack the right arm, or even bring it behind your back towards your left hip crease. Breathe in here. Three more deep breaths. Last full inhale. Exhale, side out. And if you've moved your right hand, go ahead and return it right back beside your face. We're going to keep our left shoulder where it is, coming into a gate pose variation. So with your right leg, we're going to extend it out towards the right side, planting the toes down. And then pressing into our right arm, we inhale, sweep the left arm up to the sky. Your right toe should be in alignment with your left knee, and the knife edge of your right foot is planted down. Our left arm is still up to the sky. And now exhale, lower it down to the mat. As we inhale, walk the hands towards the knees, sweep the palms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, another lateral stretch, so right arm down, right leg, left arm overhead. Holding here. You're doing great. 2 more deep breaths. Last inhale. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, we come back up to center. Exhale, opposite side. Drop the left hand to the outside of the left knee. Right arm comes overhead. Good. Holding here. Three more deep breaths. Last one. Great. Keeping the left arm where it is. Let's bring our right hand to our right hip. You might want to wiggle actually the left hand out a little bit further if you're super close to your knee. And from here, we're going to lift the right leg off the mat. Working to keep it parallel and keeping that left foot flexed so toes are pointing. Holding here, or taking the gate pose bind, you can bend into the right knee. Send the right hand back to find the foot. Kick into the foot as you press your hips forward. If the bind's not there, holding here is just as good. Wherever you are, 3 deep breaths. If you have the vibe, maybe gaze down towards your left fingers. And one more full breath. Toes in a bind, go ahead, extend the right leg back out, hand to the hip. Now we'll all lower the right toes down to the mat. As we inhale, let's circle the right arm in front of us, pulling ourselves all the way back up. Exhale, hands through heart center, all the way down to the floor. Walk on out to a tabletop gate pose variation. And from here, we're just going to keep our right foot going. So let's bring it all the way to the top of the mat, framing our foot for low lunge. Have a 90-degree angle bend in the front knee. And feel all the goodness in your left hip flexor. You're going to inhale, sweep the palms up to the ceiling. And exhale, hang out here. You don't want to lean too far forward with your chest or too far back. Stay nice and centered. And 3 more deep breaths here. Last one. Staying in low lunge, you might be able to guess what we're doing now. A lateral stretch. So one inhale here. Exhale, drop the right hand to the outside of the right leg. Left arm comes overhead. If you feel too much tension in your left hip flexor, you can always wiggle that foot back a bit. You don't have to be in the fullest expression. Good. 2 more deep breaths. Next inhale, use that left arm, pull yourself back up. Exhale, hands down to the mat to frame the foot. Let's bring the right hand to the inside of the right leg, and then send that right leg back over to gate pose. Holding here for a moment, maybe pressing your hips back so it doesn't have to be perfectly stacked, but to just get this kind of movement, whatever this stretch is. Kind of feels good. Good. Come back to stack, and then place the right knee alongside the left. And we'll do the opposite side, starting with thread the needle. So planting firmly with the left arm, let's inhale, sweep the right arm up to the ceiling. Exhale, thread it underneath the left. Holding here. And whatever hand variation you may have taken with the right arm, go ahead and mimic it with the left. And 3 more deep breaths. Let's return the left palm back beside our face if we've moved it. Staying in thread the needle, we're just going to send those left toes out towards the left side. Planting and pushing into our left hand, we'll inhale, sweep the right arm up to the ceiling. And exhale, put it down. As we inhale, let's walk our hands towards our knee, rising all the way up. And now exhale, we drop the left arm over towards the left leg. Right arm comes overhead. Holding here. We have 2 more deep breaths. And inhale, both arms back up to the ceiling. Exhale, drop the right arm outside of the left knee, left arm overhead. We're starting with our left foot planted. 2 more breaths here. Nice. Bring that left hand on the left hip. Maybe wiggle the right arm out a little bit further. And now let's lift that left leg up off the mat, holding here for 2 breaths, and then taking the bind if you did it before. Remember, bend into the knees. Send the left hand to find the left toes. Slightly kick into the hand as you send your hips forward. Whether you're in the bind or you're holding the hover, we have 3 breaths. Last one. Those in a bind, let's return with our leg extended, hand to the hip. And now all of us lower down. Taking that left arm, sweep it in front of you. Pull yourself all the way up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Going all the way down to the floor, to table. And then sending that left leg forward to the top of the mat. Low lunge, left side. Settling up here, wiggling to get into the most comfortable version of this posture that you can. We'll inhale, sweep the palm. Exhale, we're settling in. Take 3 more breaths here before the lateral. Last one. Good. We inhale together. Exhale, drop the left hand to the outside of the left leg. Right arm comes overhead. Take 3. Last one. Good. Inhale, pull yourself back up, turn the center. Exhale, hands down towards the mat. Bring that left arm to the inside of the left leg and send the left leg back to gate pose. Hanging out here for a brief moment, pressing to our hands, sending our hips back. Inhale, return to table, and just allow the left knee to match the right. Let's take some cat-cows now. So making sure your alignment is nice and aligned. Inhale, drop the chest, lift the crown of the head. Exhale, press into the mouth. Mat, round the shoulders, tuck the chin. Inhale. And exhale. Move at your own pace now. You can also add some hip circles while you're here. You're really flowing forward and arching and coming back. Play. See what movement feels good to you. You have 3 more deep breaths, doing whatever you want now. Once you've completed your last cat-cow, we're back in neutral tabletop. We're going to come to prone using knees, chest, chin. We're already on our knees. So from here, let's bring our shoulders just slightly past our wrists as we bend our elbows, hugging them towards our ribs and lowering all the way down onto the mat. Extending our legs long. And bringing our arms up to be a pillow for our head. Just taking a moment here. On your next inhale, let's lift the chest, Planting our forearms down to the mat, fingertips are pointing towards the top or the back, whichever way you're facing, it doesn't matter. Take opposite hand to opposite elbow to make sure you have the proper distance with your forearms. As we set up here, holding Sphinx pose, chest is lifted. And I'm going to give you some options if you want to take this deeper or add on. So this is just Sphinx. This is just great. If you do want to work into your hips, we can start with the right side by sliding our right knee out to the right side. The inside of your right thigh is planted towards the mat. Your right foot is flexed. And your knee is bent at about a 90-degree angle. By pressing into your forearms, you're also pressing the inside of that hip to the mat and opening it up, and it feels pretty good. If you'd like to add on even more while we're hanging out, I take my right arm and make it sort of parallel with the top of the mat as I bend my left leg and then send the left hand back to pull that foot in for a quad stretch on the left side. This is a lot. It's a lot of hips and heart opening. You do not have to go as deep. You can just be in Sphinx, or you can just have the leg out to the right side. Feels pretty good too. 5 full breaths here. Last one. Good. In the fullest expression, you can release the left leg, return the left forearm to the mat, and send that right foot back to match the left. We're going to do the opposite side now. If you're still holding Sphinx, you can do that. Or maybe even take it to Cobra rolls, where you come all the way down, placing your hands by your ribs, and then inhale, rise up. Exhale, go down. So that way you have an option to change it up as we do our left side. So again, our forearms are planted for this Sphinx hip variation. This time we slide our left knee out to the left side. Same as before, the left foot is flexed, 90-degree angle bend in the knee. And that's the first stage of this. Taking it deeper, I bring the left arm to be parallel-ish with the top of the mat as I bend the right knee and then send the right hand back to grab that right ankle and pull it in. Wherever you are, 5 full breaths, Sphinx pose, Cobra rolls, here, it's up to you. Last breath. Beautiful. Release the hold if you're there. Extend the left leg back to match the right. Bringing your arms beside you. Let's just lay all the way down. Forehead to the mat. On the next inhale, we're going to return with our forearms planted, chest lifted. We're going to take bow pose, or this bow pose variation. So if you know how to do bows, bow pose. Feel free to take the full expression. This is just a more modified one. So we're just going to do one leg at a time. Forearms are planted. Let's start with the right forearm being firmly planted to the mat. We're going to bend our left knee like we're trying to kick ourselves in the glute, and then we'll send the left hand back to grab it. Pressing firmly with your forearm into the mat, that helps you lift the chest. And then you can very gently kick into that left arm. Your knee might only come up like a millimeter or two, but that's fine. And we hold here. My biggest struggle when it comes to bow pose is actually keeping my chest lifted. So I like doing this modified version because it really helps me warm up and get the spine to bend where I need it to bend, which is all up in the chest. Good. Take 3 more deep breaths. Last one. And we all release. Full bow pose, or those that are doing this Sphinx variation, return to Sphinx. And from here, just kind of wiggle your hips side to side. If it feels really tight, you can come all the way down just for a moment, just to rest. Even the modified version can be a little intense. That's why we listen to our bodies. We take that time and that rest before moving on or going deeper. Let's do the opposite side, or bow pose again for those that are doing that. So now our left forearm plants firmly as we bend into our right knee. Sending the right hand back to find our toes or ankle, wherever we can grab. Squaring ourselves up, forgot to mention that last time, my apologies. Press into the hand, lift the chest, and gently kick into the back foot. Trust me, the knee doesn't have to go very high. Take 5 breaths.